The secrets of the ring, especially in the context of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, hold profound mythological meaning and have analogies with other mythological and literary objects. In The Lord of the Rings, the ring is a powerful magical object created by the Dark Lord Sauron to gain control over Middle-earth. The ring possesses the ability to grant its owner unlimited power but also tempts and corrupts them, plunging them into darkness. The mythological meaning of the ring can be associated with the idea of the temptation of power and its destructive influence on individuals. The ring becomes a symbol of temptation, the thirst for power, and corruption. It demonstrates how even the noblest and kindest hearts can be distorted and consumed by the dark forces if they succumb to the temptation of power. Analogies to the ring can be found in other mythologies and literature. For example, in Greek mythology, there is the story of the quiver of Heracles, which also possessed magical power, but its owner had to be particularly cautious not to be consumed by the darkness of the desire for killing. One can also mention Pandora's box in Greek mythology, in which all the evils of the world were contained. Pandora, the woman who opened the box, was warned not to do so, but her curiosity prevailed, and she released the evils that spread throughout the world. This representation of human nature prone to mistakes and temptations is an analogy to the ring in The Lord of the Rings. The ring can also be considered in the context of the archetype of the magical object in mythology and literature. Magical objects, such as Excalibur in the legend of King Arthur or the Golden Fleece in the Greek myth of Jason and the Argonauts, represent a power that can be used for noble or wicked purposes. This is similar to the ring, which can be a tool of good or evil, depending on who possesses it and the choices they make. Thus, the mythological meaning of the ring in The Lord of the Rings and its analogies in other mythologies and literature reflect universal themes of ideological struggle, the temptation of power, and the complexity of choosing between good and evil. They provide us with an opportunity to reflect on the nature of human morality and ethical dilemmas and prompt us to consider our own aspirations and temptations we may encounter in life. Overall, the mythological meaning of the ring and its analogies in other stories underscore the importance of resisting temptations, taking responsibility for our actions, and choosing the path of goodness and wisdom instead of succumbing to the darkness of power and selfishness. These themes permeate world literature and mythology, continuing to inspire and provoke contemplation about human nature. The ring is a symbol of addiction. The allure of the ring can be seen as a metaphor for addiction. Like a drug, it offers a temporary sense of power and fulfillment but ultimately enslaves its wearer. This interpretation highlights the destructive nature of addiction and the difficulties of breaking free from its grip. The ring is a reflection of human weakness. The ring's corrupting influence exposes the inherent weaknesses and flaws of individuals. It reveals the capacity for greed, selfishness, and the lust for power that exists within every person. This portrayal reflects a fundamental aspect of human nature and serves as a reminder of the constant struggle to resist our darker impulses. The ring is a symbol of temptation. The ring's power to tempt and corrupt serves as a cautionary tale about the allure of forbidden desires. It explores the theme of temptation and the moral choices individuals must make when faced with powerful enticements. This theme resonates with various religious and mythological traditions that warn against succumbing to temptation. The ring's influence on relationships. The ring's presence affects the dynamics of relationships among the characters in the story. It tests their loyalty, trust, and resolve. Friendships are strained, alliances are formed and broken, and the true nature of individuals is revealed. This exploration of the impact of power on interpersonal relationships reflects the broader consequences of power struggles in society. The ring is a metaphor for technology. Some interpretations suggest that the ring can be seen as a symbol of technology and its potential to both empower and corrupt. It represents the double-edged sword of technological advancements, which can be used for both constructive and destructive purposes. This interpretation invites reflection on the responsible and ethical use of technology in our own world. The ring's destruction as a moral triumph. The act of destroying the ring represents a moral triumph over the forces of darkness. It signifies the victory of selflessness, courage, and moral integrity over the temptation of power. This theme resonates with the timeless struggle between good and evil, reinforcing the idea that righteousness and virtue can prevail even in the face of overwhelming odds. The Lord of the Rings and the mythological meaning of the ring offer a rich tapestry of themes and symbolism that invite deep reflection on human nature, morality, and the consequences of our choices. The story serves as a powerful allegory for the struggles and triumphs we encounter in our own lives, encouraging us to examine our values, confront our weaknesses, and strive for moral growth and redemption.